everyone. Welcome to the season finale of season 4, episode 22 of the Film Joe's Championship podcast. I am Tim. With me is my co-host Patrick. How you doing, buddy?
It's been a week, Tim. I don't have anything clever to say. It's been a week for me. I'm on a borrowed laptop because my laptop broke. I have a back injury I'm recovering from.
Yeah, so we apologize if if some of the quality is not up to our normal standards. Not that we're some kind of elite podcast here, but yeah, it might dip a little bit because we're on some old school borrowed old laptop stuff right now to make it work. So and I got to do some fast editing this weekend, but luckily it's a shorter finale episode, so that should help me out. Not as long as our GoldenEye episode, which was a beast.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
The wrap up action of 1995.
I know, we finally made it. Who would have thought?
So you want to start off with best action hero of 1995?
I guess that would make sense. Just go for your favorite hero. Best. Should we take turns on who goes first, or how should we do it? I don't remember how we did last time. Okay, so my favorite is James Bond. James Bond 007. Pierce Brosnan himself is my favorite.
Okay. He wasn't mine.
It wasn't yours.
No,
I think I have
he's my runner-up.
He's your runner-up. I have
Pierce
a
is
few.
my runner-up.
Okay.
The best action hero of 1995, in my opinion,
Yes.
was played by Antonio Banderas
El Mariachi.
as El Mariachi.
I figured. He is in my runner-up as well.
Hey, my man.
He's great.
This was the year of Antonio Banderas.
I mean, yes, he's got two amazing characters. He plays a great hero and a great villain all in one year. So, sure.
I agree.
If you wanna throw up like plethora there year wise, sure. It just came up because the press secretary used the word in the wrong way, so then somebody put that clip. Somebody used the clip from Three Amigos, and it's like, oh, this is so good. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, so I don't know. Pierce and 007 is iconic to me. He's on my freaking wall. If I don't give it to him, it doesn't make any sense. My life is a lie.
He was my runner-up, but he's not exactly the first time anyone's played the character.
Sure.
So I think that's really what brought him down, just like that extra notch, because like Antonio Banderas also not the first time anyone's played the character, but he made it his own in a way that definitely hadn't been before.
Well, I think most people don't even know that there was movie that came before and someone else played the character because of the iconicness of this movie and his part. You missed
and I went through
me.
my rankings. I went through my rankings. I had this category got fives in four different movies. So Desperado, GoldenEye, Bad Boys, and Die Hard with a Vengeance. And I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Bad Boys really was a tough one that made me not have on here.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking it's kind of like it's a two-parter in that one because it's the two guys together.
They share it, sure.
Together. So a guy doing it on his own, I think really just means a little bit more to me. That's why I got what I got.
That's fair. I mean, he's kind of doing most of the heavy lifting there. But yeah, my runners up is John McClane, El Mariachi, and Mike and Marcus. So we're pretty dead on where the top echelon is of this season of the best heroes. But yeah, it's kind of hard to depart from Bond, and it's just ingrained.
Well, I think we'll hear from him again. Are you ready to go to best action villain of 1995?
Yeah, you might be slightly surprised. Maybe not. I don't know. Am I going first again, or are we going to interchange?
No, this would be my turn to go first.
Okay, you go. Okay, there it is.
So here comes the controversy.
Okay.
Tim, this was the year of Antonio Banderas.
Oh!
Antonio Banderas as Miguel Bain from Assassins is my number one action villain from 1995.
Wow. Um,
Runner up, Russell Crowe as Sid 6.7 from Virtuosity.
wow.
Uh, there was a tough omission here. I didn't give Gene Hackman the 5 in Quick and the Dead. God bless him. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, that might not have been right. But I, I love Antonio Banderas winning Best Action Hero and Best Action Villain. I love it. My guy.
That's crazy to me. But I mean, it's not exactly. So you might be shocked because
Mhm.
Russell Crowe did not make my list, didn't make my runners up as much as I love him. I know. There were some other ones I maybe just because I've have such a longer history with that movie, and it's just always like, okay, but these ones are more fun this season. I don't know what it is. So my runners up for villain is Alex Trevelyan, Miguel Bain. Shockingly enough, the Deacon, because he was so
Hey, yeah, no, I
from
only gave him like a
Waterworld.
4, a
Yeah,
4.5 at
it
the
was
winner rating.
fun.
Yeah.
But my winner is Gene Hackman,
All right.
playing Herod of Quick of the Dead. That is,
Hackman.
I think he was just so much fun, so incredibly intimidating, but also with the smile stuff. And the dude just eats, but I think there's just more depth. There's more character here. There's just so much greatness that I would have to put it over Miguel Bain there. So um, they're both equally
Well, as
basically
long
having insane fun. But yeah,
it's wild is that he can't. Hackman had this performance and Crimson Tide in the same year.
what a year.
And it's just like, man, that dude was cooking in 95.
It really was. It really
The Crimson
was.
Tide's not really an action movie, so it's like, I can't really
Yeah,
have
we
him.
almost
So,
considered it too. We're like, I guess, yeah, it's not really, but man, that movie rocks. And everyone should check it out if you
mm,
have not seen it.
yeah. So, best action stunts of 1995. Tim, this is on
Um,
you, and
yeah,
don't disappoint me here.
I'm sorry, I gotta go with the Tank Chase, Goldeneye. It's still an iconic moment for me.
Okay, that's the most action. That's the most memorable action scene. But which movie had the most overall best action of 95?
Oh, I don't know if I put it there. Oh wait, no. I see. I have best action sequence next, and that's where I got messed up. Um, do I
Mm,
have overall action on here?
you should.
I think the only other thing I have is just favorite action movie. I don't have like, I guess that would that count as the same thing? Maybe.
Do you think that the best? No, it doesn't. That best action movies comes at the end. So
So I'm just going overall. So I don't exactly have this. So my bad. Um, so let me look at my list. Just overall, just straight up action from beginning to
yeah.
end.
Mm-hmm.
Um, no, heck with it. I'm going Goldeneye.
My runner-up. It's
I'm
the
going
wrong answer
Goldeneye.
for number
I
one.
disagree. I'm going Goldeneye. I don't. What is your runners up? I
My
won't have
runner-up was
money.
GoldenEye.
Okay?
Uh,
Oh, you just had one runner
yeah,
up. Okay.
yeah. The winner of this category.
In your
The
opinion.
only. I'm sorry.
In your opinion.
The right one. The right opinion.
Uh,
Uh, the only opinion. Uh, what do we say? If Jackie Chan makes a movie, Jackie Chan's gonna win. Rumble in the Bronx had the most impressive action stunts from any movie. The
I
only
mean,
category I actually went above 5, I gave him a 6. Jackie
true.
Chan broke his foot,
You're
and you
right.
said I don't care.
No, that's not what I
You
said
gave it
at
to
all.
Goldeneye.
That's hurtful that you would say that. I mean,
You made Jackie sad. That's what you did. You made him sad.
I guess because there. I mean, I've seen so much better stuff
Jackie
from Jackie
Chan
Chan.
himself
Yeah.
jumped from one building to another,
Yes, he did. He did.
and you were like, meh.
No, I didn't say meh. I didn't say that.
He couldn't even see where he was going to. Couldn't even see
I'm
his
pretty
landing
sure
zone.
I had to like raise you up on this movie anyway, overall score wise. You had to like fake category. I didn't have to. Um,
No, that's why. Yeah, I I gave the action
You
stunts for that
gave
movie a
extra
6 out of
boost.
5
Yeah. No,
because it was so good.
it's impressive. It's impressive action in that movie without a doubt. But like I'm just thinking like overall memorable. I think of and know GoldenEye so much more. And if I'm gonna revisit action sequences, I'm probably gonna do out of Jackie Chan movies, do that one lower down. I'm not gonna
Remember
say
the
the
bottle flip?
lowest.
Remember the bottle flip?
Yeah, I do. The headstand walking is really cool.
In a onesie.
The almost everything in the pool weird layer base thing is a heck of a lot of fun. Again, him going from mast of ship to mast of ship, which to me again is still so much cooler than the leap
It's
from
Jackie
the
Chan.
bridge. It's really cool. Um, Yeah, no, it's. I mean, I think without a doubt if it's not going to be Goldeneye, that would be it. I just, man, Goldeneye is so impressive with the damn jump,
I'm gonna give GoldenEye its flowers.
everything there, and the shootout and the
Stunts
escape.
alone, action beats alone. It's
Yeah, I
Drumroll
mean,
rocks.
I mean, in a like a person physically doing things, you're right. I mean, it's kind of hard not to give it Jackie Chan almost every time if it's just by like, God, you're
The goat.
impressive what you're physically able
Yeah.
to do, and clearly other movies are all stunts. Um, maybe, I can
I'll
consider
take
it.
it.
Yeah, I can
All right.
consider that one maybe.
Which movie had the best supporting characters in 1995?
So since am I going first now?
This would um I can't
Since I kind of messed up last time
you
by not
screwed up
having
that
it
last
correct.
one. Actually this is my turn, I think.
It's supposed to be your turn, but I wasn't sure because since I kind of messed
Because you
up last
screwed up the
time.
categories.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's my turn.
Okay.
The best supporting characters of 1995. My runner-up is Desperado, which has Salma Hayek, Steve Buscemi, Cheech Marin, and Quentin Tarantino. What a
Okay.
cast!
Hmm.
This category I gave two fives to, so it was a tough choice between this movie and the other one. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I love you, Desperado, desperately. You're the better movie, but The Quick and the Dead has like holy shit, the
Yeah.
most impressive supporting cast characters I've ever seen. It's
It's pretty
Russell Crowe,
impressive.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Tobin Bell, Lance Henriksen, Mark Boone Jr., Kevin Conway, Jonathan Gill as Spotted Horse, who cannot be killed by bullet.
What a what a great
Oh, and
moment
Keith
and
David.
character.
Yeah, we'll just throw
And
him in
Keith
there
David,
too.
yeah, who's
Fuck it.
playing such a cool badass too himself,
As if he can bleed anywhere other way.
with his belt. It's so cool. Um, yeah, so I have this swapped. I went Desperado here. I went
I guess the
Desperado here.
nudity. That now Salma Hayek bumped it up for you.
No, honestly, it wasn't the nudity. It wasn't the nudity. It really was like with Quick and the Dead to me, I felt like there were so many good side characters. You're right, and that's why like it's the runner up. Like it to me it is one and two there.
You have
Or
Russell
one
Crowe,
A,
Leonardo
one B.
DiCaprio supporting characters in your movie. It's just like your cup
I
runneth
know
over.
you're right, but they're such like I feel like smaller parts, and some of them go out real quick. Um, to which like
I didn't
this
even mention the Swede.
the I feel like the side characters are more consistently kind of hanging and bringing things up a level throughout the whole movie in Desperado, and that's why I went that route.
That's
I don't
fair.
think you could really go wrong between the two because I think you're right.
I gave them both fives.
Like
So
I
yeah,
feel like that's one A, one B. If there is one that would come after that, I was thinking maybe Bad Boys that maybe would come after that. Because there's a pretty decent amount of side characters in Bad Boys and that are fun, but not to the level of those two movies. But yeah, just the consistency throughout the whole of the movie. I kind of, I mean, especially that intro with Desperado and Buscemi just completely owns that entire scene. And the back and forth
Well,
between him
him and
until he
Cheech Marin.
dies, right? I mean, it's yes, yeah, you're right. Um, but man, there's just a lot of great stuff going throughout the movie consistently that I went Desperado there.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
a lot
then
of
I guess
disagreements. Look at this.
I told you it's gonna be a controversial episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Here's one we can agree on, I think.
Okay.
Best action movie of 1995.
Best action movie 1995 is Goldeneye.
Yes, it is.
It is. It's just
Overall, fives all around. It's an incredible movie. It's one of the
it's
best Bond
yeah.
movies, in my opinion, the best Bond movie ever made.
Agreed. I agree with you. We are a product of our time, but it is,
Yep, it happens.
yeah, it is the most consistent in every single one of these categories.
Hmm.
And it's kind of hard to knock it in any single category. It's got good side characters. It's got obviously great action, memorable action, hero, villain, you name it. It's kind of got it all. Like it's not boring.
No, no.
Yeah, cannot
And
claim that.
my runner-up was Desperado, of course.
I'm not shocked by that one. I didn't even
Be my
put a
second highest
runner
score.
up to me. I couldn't even put one, but I to me, my number two was Die Hard, but number three was Desperado. So we are just swapped there.
Hmm.
I did do
Yeah.
some maneuvering of my list, by the way. So I shifted things
Did you?
around in the 5 to 8 range is kind of
Right. I see
where I
Virtuosity is now
shifted.
out of the top five. That's good.
Yeah, so yeah, I bumped up The Quick and the Dead to number 5, which is now tied with you. Bad Boys and are we both have at 4.
Well,
We
we'll go through that at the
against
end.
yeah, okay. But anyway, I swapped some stuff around.
All right.
Do we have more categories?
We have a few more, yeah.
Okay.
Most memorable action sequence
Okay.
in any movie that we've went through this
I guess
year,
I already kind of gave mine away.
which was the GoldenEye tank sequence,
Yeah,
which was
tank
my
chase.
runner-up.
Oh, oh. Did you do the bar shootout in Desperado?
No, I said the blooper reel at the end of Rumble in the Bronx.
That's so cheating. The blooper reel for Rumble. Oh, that's a
It's
cheap
so
shot.
good. It's
It
playing the
is.
song and
It
everything that
is.
you
I
love.
agree with you. It's actually I think it's one of his best blooper reels. It's just
Yeah.
so much fun. I can't imagine watching the other release where it's not with that song. But
Right.
I actually put the bar shootout Desperado is my runner up. I have the gang
It's a
hideout
great scene.
full action sequence in general with Rumble in the Bronx. And I got the storming the fort or base thing in the beginning, one of Waterworld.
Look at you giving some more roses to Waterworld. I love it.
Yeah, yeah,
When I was going through, I'm like,
my
ah,
second props to Waterworld. Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited. I was looking through my list, like, yeah, no, I really love Waterworld. There's not enough, so much
Waterworld
better
really
stuff. I don't
wasn't
have
that
anything to put
bad.
it.
Like it gets a
It's
bad rap.
good.
It's not that bad. And
No,
there's some
it's not that bad.
redeeming
It's
stuff
damn
to it.
good.
Like it really, you're right. I mean, there's a lot of fun things blowing up, things flying and all sorts of craziness going
It's
on
great. It's all
in that.
practical effects and everything. It's like, this
Yeah,
is nuts.
which always boosts it, I think. Like it gets a little nice boost if it's going to be practical, right? Um, but yeah, that and that Desperado bar fight, like with the real first bar fight, is
Yeah.
just so much fun.
What's in the case?
Yeah,
My guitar.
guitar. And the whole shooting people while he's is coolly going on top of the bar, but then like uh, picking up guns and them consistently being empty. There's so much
Oh,
cool stuff going in that action sequence that it like to me I thought the shootout of the bar Desperado was my second choice. But yeah, tank
all
choice
right.
just ba-dum, done.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
But man, that blooper reel, in Rumble in the Bronx.
It's fun. It is definitely fun. Again, it's one of my favorite of his blooper reels for sure.
Hmm. So the toughest call you made when going over these categories.
Uh, um, is that mine first? I don't remember. Okay.
You want me to go first?
Sure, because I'm struggling more because mine's out of
Toughest call
order.
for me was putting Antonio Banderas as El Mariachi over Pierce Brosnan, James Bond. That hurt a little bit. I was like, but the heart wants what it wants, Tim.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I don't know if I can find it. I can't find it, so I'm just gonna have to go from the hip. Um. Oh yeah, no way. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. It was side characters for me. Um. That was
Oh,
a tough
okay.
call, and that was a tough call between
Quick and the Dead and
Quick and the
Desperado.
Dead and Desperado.
Yeah.
That was a real tough call. And to be honest too, like I even was like, man, do I love the side characters in Goldeneye, but we like maneuvered some of them out of side characters too. So it's kind of like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go with Desperado. But yeah,
Well,
Quick and the
I'm
Dead,
excited
tough
to hear
call.
your answer for this next one, but it's my turn first.
Yeah.
So you'll be extra excited to hear what I chose for this. Favorite first time watch of the season. For me, it's Sudden Death.
um
ACBD.
I am in shock and awe. And I feel so slightly vindicated as little as that is. But to be fair, there's not a whole lot in this season that we haven't seen.
No.
So I
So
don't know
Tim,
how
what was
much
yours?
that
Was it Top
says.
Dog or
Definitely freaking not. No, to me, the first time watch that was surprisingly entertained by was The Hunted.
okay?
Yeah,
We
I
might
thought
be
there
coming up
was.
talking about that later.
I think it will as well. So yeah, I
Mm.
just I just thought there was enough fun things in here that was entertaining to me, surprisingly. Like I was like, I really went into that movie and be like, this is gonna be rough. And then I'm like, yeah, this really isn't that bad. Like, I mean, obviously it's not a perfect movie by any
No,
stretch, but like
no.
it's not that low.
I'm gonna hold back my feelings on the hunted until a couple of categories later because we're
Fair
gonna get
enough.
into
I'm
it.
gonna be right there with you, I think.
Missing from 1995.
There's no
I
really
don't think
swords and
any.
sandals.
I get okay. That's a good answer. Well, we got a lot of swords because we have a Highlander movie.
Sure,
But
but
yeah,
different.
we didn't have any
It's
of the sorcery stuff that we had in
Yeah.
82.
We had a
No
lot of it
Conan
in
this year.
82. We had a lot of it in 82, and there's like none of it
Sword and
in
sorcery.
95. So,
Yeah, you know what though? This is an incredible action year. I mean, just like
yeah.
bangers all around. It's like I really don't have anything to complain about.
Well, I
I
think
even
that's
had
what I
casual nudity in
put
this. I'm like, all right.
like differences between 82 and 95. I thought the biggest difference is there's just a more higher caliber movies going on in this year. Like just the
Well, I
top
was actually more
echelon.
interested what's the difference between action movies in 1995 and today.
Oh, and today. Oh. That's a different thing because I went 82 to 95. So I thought there, yeah, the biggest difference was just the caliber quality of things you're
Well, the
going to
quality
get.
is so much is
It
much
it
higher
yeah,
in
there's just
95
like
versus 82, no doubt
yeah, the
about it.
top half of 95 is so much greater than the top half of 82,
Yeah.
without a doubt. But yeah, today is a whole other interesting question that I didn't quite put down
I
a
mean, there's
definitive
so
answer
much less
for.
CGI in 95. That's the biggest thing for me. And it's just like a lot of
Yeah.
practical and action stunts being done.
Although I would say I think there's more of attempt, I think, to try to be more practical in parts at least. Um, Nothing where it used to be, obviously, but
Yeah.
it got really dark there for a little while there, especially in like the 2000s and be I don't know, like 2000
I'll tell you,
and 2015. Like I feel like it got dark in that period.
give me all the green screen you want. Just don't fake the blood. I can't take it. When I see CGI blood, I
Yeah,
lose it. I can't take it. It just drives me. The
that's
horror
fair.
nerd in me is like, just get some corn syrup and some red dye number 5 and let's fix this real
I
fast.
saw on
That's not
some
expensive.
social media that like someone was promoting the some special release, some physical media of some kind of horror movie, and they showed this girl shaking the copy of the disc, but then she starts to like basically gets something sprayed on her and she starts decomposing, but it's all like practical stuff of her basically melting away and turning into a skeleton. It's all just like a social media ad. And I was just like, that's really cool that we could do this for a social media ad, but we can't get this for like an actual movie, but this like looks better than what you would see in many movies. So that's a bummer, you know.
Mm. Last category then that I have is best remake potential.
I think we
For
got the
me, this is
same
The
one.
Hunted.
It is The
This
Hunted.
is The
Yeah.
Hunted.
It is The Hunted without a
All the
doubt.
pieces are there to be a great
Yeah.
action movie, but it fails specifically in action. I'd love to see another go at that story. Like
I
turn that
I
into
think
like
there's more positively at some of those points that you don't quite feel, but I agree with you like
you could
without a
turn
doubt.
that into a Hulu limited series or whatever, and it would be out of this world great.
Yeah.
Just use like the exact same cast from oh, what was that show? Shogun, and go nuts.
Oh heck yeah. Oh my gosh,
Right?
Shogun was so good. I was like
Oh, that show was
clapping like
amazing.
yes, give this show like all the awards.
All the flowers.
Yeah, all of it. And then like especially when I was like give me a second season. And people were like, well, that's not, there's no second season because that was the book. It's like, I don't care. Let's do a second season. Let's do it. And then they're like, yeah, we're going to do a second season.
I
Like,
was kind of hoping
yes,
they bring everyone back and just do a different book, but they're
just
just
do a
going to go
different
ahead with
book.
that one. Well, you know what? That means that no more Anna Swai, and I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
that's true.
that's
It's a good point.
because my girl's dead.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's good,
Yeah,
good point.
yeah.
But it was good. It was really good. And so, yeah, I agree with you. Like, I think something like that could be a lot of fun. And Yeah, man. I'm trying to think like who would you because you almost have to cast somebody that in the Lambert role that you wouldn't get upset that doesn't know how to use a sword. You know what I mean? But could
Get
still
my
kind
man
of
Cosmo. My
run
Cosmo is up for the
around.
challenge.
Yeah. I think yeah, I agree. I think that would be the most fun one to do.
Um, so that's it. Those are all the categories I've written down. Do you have anything else?
I'm trying to think if there's anything I missed, but I think that was it. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Did it all.
Did you want to go over the final rankings? Go from the bottom to the top.
Yeah, sure.
You can just do
So
yours.
just ours.
Well,
Well, I mean, we're pretty
do the top 10.
simpatico for the bottom at least. We both have top dog dead last.
Yep.
Pretty rough there. We both have after that Johnny Mnemonic. So after that, we weirdly swapped
Yep.
Under Siege 2 and Congo with each other. I have it
I would much
Congo.
rather watch Congo again than Under Siege 2.
Yeah. So and that's where we differed. So that's why we swapped it. We have Highlander 3 tied.
Yeah.
And then
Mm.
after that, it's really jumbled up. So I'm not going to get in after that. I'll go
Okay.
back up to up top after that because I think our whole middle area is pretty
This year of
all over
action
the
was so
place.
good that Money Train didn't even make my top 10. That's that's a good action movie.
It's yeah. I mean, I ended up buying it to be honest. Like I have you have it I think at 11, I have it
Yeah.
at 13. So I had a little bit lower. Again, I weirdly enjoyed certain movies that you I know you were like
You
I don't
have this
understand you.
love affinity for Mortal Kombat I cannot get behind. I can't do it.
It very impressionable age. I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's kind of the same thing with Virtuosity. And Virtuosity, I kind of admitted more, so that's why I definitely dropped Virtuosity a little bit.
Virtuosity made
Um,
my top 10.
yeah, you had it at 9.
Yeah.
I have it at 6. I dropped it 1. Really, I had it at 5 originally. But yeah, I moved Quick and the Dead up. So we're tied at Quick and the Dead at 5. But yeah, I dropped Virtuosity to 6, and I had oh no, yeah, then Assassins at 7 and Rumble at 8 and Sudden Death at 9. So yeah, so we have some, but yeah, our top is Goldeneye. We both agree on Goldeneye. Number 2 and 3 again for us is swapped. I have Die Hard 2, you have Desperado 2. and then vice versa, right, for the next one. We both have Bad Boys at 4 and Quick and the Dead at 5. So that's our we agree on the top 5, some slight difference on 2 and 3. So I think our
So,
tops and our bottoms are pretty close with some like one movie being swapped on either side, but otherwise, yeah, the real contention is where we have the jumbled middle area.
mm.
And
So are
really,
you ready to?
most of the changes there too, by the way, is my weird childhood hangups of virtuosity and Mortal Kombat that you
Mortal
put much
Kombat.
lower, and there's still so much. I don't know. I have fun with Mortal
Well, we both
Kombat.
agree it was the best movie that Christopher Walken was in 1995.
Christopher Walken, Lambert, you mean?
Christopher
Yeah.
Lambert, sorry.
Lambert, yeah. No, he was a lot of fun in that bit part. I thought there was a good amount of fun. I think I probably held the action up a lot higher when I was younger. That I can let a
Mm.
lot of that more go as an older person looking back. But yeah.
Okay.
So
So you ready to talk about what we're going to do for next season?
yeah, I guess so. Normally we would do a whole introductory kind of episode on what we're going to do once we get to the new season. But we've decided to not do that. And when we do get to the new season, we're just going to jump right into episode 1. And we do need some time to build up episodes and record a little bit because we just got a bit behind. So we're going to take a little bit of a break.
Well, a long break. This is the longest one we've ever done. We're going to be
That's
back
true.
on March 31st. Tim's back into coaching lacrosse, so his schedule's going to
Yeah.
get real crazy real fast. So we got to
Yep.
bank these episodes up as much as possible.
Yeah, and I need time to edit.
Yep.
Yeah, so
So we'll be back on March 31st with, and this time we're not going to go in one genre. We're going,
yeah.
we're going to dissect one franchise.
Yeah.
And we decided since we have the final Reckoning coming out this summer, we're going to lead into, um, we're going to, into that movie. We're going to start off with the entire Mission Impossible franchise.
You're interested in the cinema of the Ukraine, perhaps? dun, 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 dun. Yeah. I was surprised when you. I love that moment. Good Lord. Although we just both
Red
referenced
light,
one.
green light.
And there we go. We got a third reference to the first one.
Love that movie. De Palma rules.
Oh gosh, De Palma does rule, and that one is awesome. For one, I think we still hold one up pretty high. But and both of us being ginormous Bond fans, as we've said, we've kind of both admitted like Mission Impossible has probably been the more consistent franchise um, for a little bit
Look,
now.
yes,
Not overall. Not
but
overall.
but
Yeah.
there's two very different characters. As I've said in the
Yes.
past many times, James Bond is looking for shortcuts and the quickest and easiest way, and Ethan Hunt is a tryhard who always finds the most difficult way to do everything, the most impossible way, one might
Well,
say.
I also like to say one character is James Bond, the other character is Tom Cruise, and his name's Ethan Hunt.
Right?
So
Yeah.
there's not much of an Ethan Hunt character, to be honest. I think that's one of the biggest
Yeah.
criticisms. We can talk about it more as we go into it, but
Right. Right.
yeah, I just mean like if you're looking for like pure action, like I mean Bond used to be like known for like wow, that
It's
was
been
pretty
eating its lunch in the
impressive.
stunts category. I can't argue that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Mission Impossible has just been owning it, and so I'm excited. I have loved every single one exception of one movie in the franchise that I am not looking forward to rewatching
Oh,
because
I'm gonna.
every time I end up rewatching it because people keep being like, "Oh, it's good," and I rewatch it, I'm like, "No, no, no," and I get so upset every time the whole
Tune in for
ending.
episode 2 of the next season to find out who gets angry about Limp Bizkit.
God, so bad. It
Anyway, I'm excited about
does
covering this
so, but it
franchise. We're doing a
does.
little
Yes,
different. We are going to get back to our usual stuff after we finish up Mission Impossible. We'll be doing horror in the 80s. Won't know what year until we do
yeah,
our traditional introduction episode.
right.
But we wanted to shake it up a little bit and just do Mission Impossible first.
It's an important franchise. It looks like this is going to be the last one to come out. It kind of seemed like the right thing to do. I feel like as soon as you
Yeah.
suggested it, I was like, yeah, yeah, I
Yeah, I'm
could
not sure
get
how much
down.
longer Tom Cruise's face can hold up to those stunts. So,
It's impressive he's done it this long, to be honest,
yeah.
right? I
And
mean,
his face is starting to look a little weird. So, we might have to wrap this up.
how impressive it is, though, we're at the age he's at now, where it's like, it's now starting to look weird, where it should have looked weird like forever ago. So,
Mm.
God bless, sir. Like,
Oh,
more power to
love you,
you.
Tom. Love you,
Love
Tom.
Tom Cruise. We're also Tom Cruise defenders. Not as
Yes.
much personally.
We've seen cocktail more than the average bear.
I agree, right? That's what I was like, I don't exactly love Tom Cruise personally or anything like that, but gosh,
I have some problems.
I have some issues, but like, man, I enjoy a way too many of his movies, maybe. And the boy can run. And
Yes, he can.
it's impressive to watch that man run. I really liked, by the way, on Adam Scott talking about his
I did.
running.
Yeah, for Severance.
And
Yeah,
he brings up Tom Cruise.
it was good. Good.
Yeah.
Everyone should watch Severance. All
I
right.
only got through the first episode, but I'm excited so far.
Okay. So you all
Yeah.
ready? I'll do the
I'm
outro.
ready, man. Let's do it. I'm excited.
All right. That is it for us. Please share your support for the podcast by leaving a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, or wherever you happen to listen to the show. Also, sharing is caring. Be sure to follow us on social media to get the latest show updates. You can contact us by emailing at filmbrochamp@gmail.com or find us by searching for the hashtag FilmBroChamp. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Film Bros Championship Podcast. Peace out, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Aye, 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 aye.
Wait, yeah.